Hello everyone! Delving into NIO dynamics unveils challenges and strategies shaping the electric vehicle sector, particularly in China's competitive automotive landscape. Tesla has released its quarterly earnings call report, but the most important aspect is what they've said. Firstly, Elon Musk stated that Chinese automakers are the most competitive car companies globally. So here's a fantastic article that I'm about to share with all of you. Tesla CEO Elon Musk mentioned that Chinese automakers are the most competitive globally and their particular success will be seen outside the country. Honestly, if there were no trade barriers, they would typically ruin other car companies worldwide, Musk said. They are quite formidable. Chinese automakers are expanding their footprint in Europe and other parts of the world, while the U.S. has largely shut out Chinese imports through prohibitive tariffs, whereas European Union regulators initiated an anti-subsidy probe on low-cost electric vehicles from China in September. Beijing has labeled the EU investigation as protectionist. We don't see any clear opportunity for partnership with Chinese automakers, Musk said, except for giving them access to Tesla's supercharger network or licensing technology. It's quite intriguing that Tesla has arranged for a noticeable acceleration in its pace in 2024, leading to an increase in both its production and profit margins in the fourth quarter, further solidifying its position as the world's most valuable car company and paving the way for the entire electric car industry. Tesla cautioned investors that their growth might be lower in 2024 compared to the previous year, especially without specifying any particular goals. In 2023, its global car deliveries surged by up to 38% from the previous year, and for many years, Tesla had consistently targeted a 50% annual growth. The company's more subdued forecast came in contrast to any year of follow-up when optimism prevailed and profits were high. Now, Tesla is facing softer demand, weaker margins, and competition from rival electric car manufacturers. Tesla stock had dropped by nearly 5% in Wednesday after-hours trading following the release of financial results. Shares have fallen by approximately 16% so far this year by Wednesday, closing at $207.83. Despite a slight downturn, Tesla claimed that cars were sold at lower prices on average in the fourth quarter. Its operation margin had only slightly increased for the year third quarter. Nevertheless, this figure was less than 16% for the fourth quarter of 2022. Tesla valuation has long been driven by its production prowess, and Musk promises to make the carmaker a leader in robotics and artificial intelligence. Last week, its proposals raised speculation about further increases in Tesla control, which could pose some challenges to the electric car company intentions. Tesla has recently faced other challenges as well. Hertz announced this month that it is selling nearly a third of its EV fleet, and Chinese automaker BYD surpassed Tesla for the first time in EV sales in the fourth quarter. Musk praised Chinese automakers during Wednesday's earnings call. He said that if trade barriers are not imposed, they will cause significant damage to other car companies worldwide. Earlier this month, Tesla initiated new price cuts in China and Europe and announced plans to shut down almost all production for 2 weeks at the end of January in Germany due to parts shortages triggered by the Red Sea disputes. Tesla manufactures its Model Y crossover outside Berlin. These upcoming challenges are reducing the noise at the peak of the EV excitement. Rival car companies have delayed investments, and executives speak more cautiously about consumer demand levels. Buyers are also expressing concerns about going fully electric. Complaints about high prices for EV and the burden they put on purchasing decisions due to charging and range issues are mounting. And that's why many people are opting for EV in China. Hertz said it plans to sell around 20,000 EV after facing high repair costs and the failure of its battery-powered vehicle fleet resale values. In China, NIO is experiencing a similar situation. This move has turned the tables for a company that had placed big bets on technology. Hertz promised to buy 100,000 Tesla EV in 2021, pushed the valuation of electric car manufacturers above $1 trillion for the first time, aiming to boost sales. Tesla has reduced its prices several times in the last months of the past year, which has uniquely transformed profits. a perspective typically kept in view for profitability. The automotive gross margin showed improvement to 17.2% in the last months of the past year, excluding regulatory credits, but this margin was lower than 24.3% in the final 3 months of 2022. As the car company seeks to reduce production costs for its next generation and faces the challenge of cost measures, there are looming cost pressures in the near term. Tesla executives have not provided many updates on the Cybertruck, except that the company hopes to produce as many trucks as possible in 2024 and expects to sell them. Tesla reiterated the necessity of increasing the production of the futuristic pickup, which began in the final months of last year and is the company's first new passenger model in over 3 years. Friends, if you recall, Tesla initiated this price war in early 2023, January 2023, to be precise. They reduced prices, and Xpeng and all others also decided to cut prices to prevent their demand from shifting to Tesla. And it shows that they too have been affected by this price war. They have no choice but to avoid reducing their initiated prices, and this trend is ongoing throughout the entire EV industry. Everyone is scrambling in China. Now, how will this affect NIO? So, the price is of utmost importance for NIO. Their cars are quite expensive, and undoubtedly, if they were to offer significant price cuts, it would greatly assist in their sales. However, they lack the opportunity, presence, or luxury to make price cuts, except for the display and showroom cars that have been in the shop for a long time. Now, in June 2023, NIO implemented a sort of price cut, a semi-price cut, where they removed the free battery swap and reduced the price, stating that the cost of the free battery swap is equivalent to X amount, 30,000 RMB, and through this, they could reduce prices. But it seems they will need to make further price cuts. Now, what's interesting is that CEO Elon Musk said that Chinese car companies will completely ruin traditional automakers there in China if it wasn't for the trade barriers and nationalism that comes from the West. And that's absolutely true. Chinese EV are so well made and so good that Tesla's only way to maintain good deliveries and not lose market share is through price cuts. This also means that as long as the geopolitical situation maintains its current state, it means that Chinese companies, will always be limited to expanding into new markets within China. And I believe that companies like BYD will also prefer to expand in America. Expansion is happening for some people in Europe, and they want to expand into the US as well, but that's just not feasible. And it's being intentionally portrayed that there's a price war in the EV market to benefit foreign automakers like Tesla, even in places like China due to protectionism. And yes, others are cutting prices, but Tesla is also suffering heavy losses. Just like the NIO CEO said on stage yesterday, why aren't companies competing in features, benefits, and all sorts of services? Instead of just slashing prices, they should focus on providing the best service and technology. And this frustration is what the NIO CEO wanted to express. I'm sure if NIO were available in the US, many people would choose NIO over Tesla. But unfortunately, Western protectionism shields Chinese companies. It's exactly like that. Protectionism is becoming a reason why Tesla isn't a threat to those Chinese EV makers. So, folks, keep in mind the overall slower growth in 2024, not just for Tesla, but also for NIO. However, NIO sub-brand is also going to be launched, so this will significantly aid in growth. All right, but yes, NIO and other Chinese automakers are excellent, but you know, US protectionism is significantly hindering things and pushing us down quite a bit. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.